69 is sexual, and 666 is the number of the devil. You must be so fucking proud that you're fighting with your fiancé, because you won't tell that piece of shit from the internet to get gone. And I'm not proud that my fiancé ignores me when some piece of shit from the internet shows up, or that she's keeping secrets about coming with him. Where in the world is my chair? I need to get myself around. I'm on my bed where I rest my head. Without it, I can't even get down. Well, oh hell, I really need a bell, so a girl can bring it to me when I'm this groggy. My throat is so froggy. I really need a drink that's soothing. I just let out a yell. Now I'm dizzy as hell, but damn, this sure isn't fun. I really need a drink that's soothing. I just let out a yell. Now I'm dizzy as hell, but damn, this sure isn't fun. I really need a drink that's soothing. I just let out a yell. Now I'm dizzy as hell, but damn, this sure isn't fun. How can this be? Now I have to pee on my diaper. Oh shit, I don't have one on. Only on my phone. Is bro even home? Jeez, I hope he is. What will I do if I suddenly had to poo? Don't think that it's bad enough I have to piss. Oh dear, my phone isn't here. Where in the world did it go? I probably could get to Saturn if the fullness of my bladder, it's really soapy, is grown. What will I do if I suddenly had to poo? Don't think that it's bad enough I have to piss. Oh dear, my phone isn't here. Where in the world did it go? I probably could get to Saturn with the fullness of my bladder, it's really starting to grow. What's this I hear? Footsteps getting near, and the door has opened the path. A hand reaches in, and I hear him laughing. The asshole just threw me a urine bag.
Yellow. All of my windows closed, so I gotta get the call back, and I gotta get the music. Hold, please. Hold, please. I got a cat over here running around. Oh, there's an ad on the aquatic music now. That's weird. Let's go to this one. Alright, we got that. Well, let's get the call ready. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. That song, Zabram, was Lorne's poem to Ramona. I believe that there was an artist interpretation of that poem on Lorne Lyre. I forgot what the hell it was even called. I think it was like 24-ish minutes. We'll just do that. How's everyone doing? Okay, yes. Alright, let's talk about this stupid photo. I have seen it. I have been DM'd about it 1,000 times. I've seen it. Here's what I'm going to say about it, and this is it. Until I see proof of something, I have no opinion. Okay? Is it his? Prove it. Okay? I mean... I'm pretty sure there was a call about with Roy about a year and a half ago explaining this child and that it was a boy and that it wasn't his. But whatever. That's all I'm going to say on it right now. If there's a test that comes out and proves it, then may God have mercy on us all. But let's just chill out. Let's chill out, guys.
I did nothing, idiot.
You did nothing but put me second to him.
I think we went back a little bit, but that's fine. We'll just deal with it.
You know how much that fucking hurts? Jamie, you put me on hold to talk to another guy for... You put me on hold to talk to another guy for a fucking half hour.
One time.
One time. And you don't think that I'm gonna worry about that something that's happening there? When you get to see him every day, and then you tell me that you talk to me all the time, but you don't talk to him after you've already spent 2 hours with him on the phone that day?
On the phone?
Do you trust me?
I mean, here's the deal, guys. Yeah, Mama Gwen's holding it. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a relative's child. It could be her kid from, her previous relationship or current, if it's a work brother. It could be a number of things. It does not mean it's Lorne's. I mean, I know there's court. There's just, show me some proof. That's all I'm saying. Is it possible the baby is Blue Boy? I mean, I don't know, Chaturbate. Maybe. I just don't want to speculate. You know what I mean? Let's just. It's a photo with Lorne and a baby, and I probably wouldn't let Lorne near a baby, but that's just me. Okay.
Yes, I trust you, and I believe you.
Then
but Jesus Christ, why in the hell would you do that? I fucking turned my world upside down for you, but I can't be fucking hurt because of another fucking guy like that.
I can't believe. See, Eel, now that's a rumor I wish I had heard. If that is true, wow, I didn't know women could have kids that late in life, but it looks healthy. Who's going to win the Rumble? Probably Cena or Punk. Cena?
I don't need to defend myself.
I'll say Roman, though.
For every fucking thing so you feel like a man. Adults don't do this.
Turned it upside down.
Jamie, you can't.
We are done.
Ooh.
No, we are not.
Hell yeah, Lorne. Fight the
Adults
system.
don't do this shit of keeping their fiancés on hold for a fucking half hour either to talk to another guy.
That's true. Zabram, I know, I'm sorry, buddy. I have it. It's just not edited down and I haven't cut it down just yet, and I still have yet to. I've had a busy week, so what I will do while I'm streaming this call, I'll get the because I need like a second video player that's not media player to play the video so it shows up on screen. But
You are so immature.
No, Jamie. That shit is fucked up. I can understand you wanting to be friends with him, but why in the hell would you ever put me fucking second to him?
Yep.
I've never had a guy cry like this because he doesn't feel like Queen Bee.
Jamie, I'm your fiance. You're supposed to want to be able to talk to me more than you do some other guy, like you used to.
Good Lord.
Good Lord, nothing.
Good Lord, nothing.
You used to be anxious to talk to me. When you're anxious to talk to some other guy, when you're anxious to talk to some other guy and not me, not your fiance, there's something wrong with that.
This is beyond pathetic.
Making his way to the ring.
Especially when you're spending time face to face with that guy.
215 pounds. Barry!
I barely see him.
Fucking sad. So fucking sad.
Sorry I'm late. What's the deal with the baby pic?
Oh my god. Thanks so much, Doom. I just went over it. I'm not speculating. It's not worth it. There's no proof of anything, and everyone's losing their friggin' marbles over this.
How many times did you see him last week?
I mean, this is the same baby we've been talking about for, what, 2 years now?
Just assume shit constantly.
How many times do you see me at all?
Oh, is it? Ah, crap. All right, hold on. I can't hear it. Trash. Sorry. Yeah, I got it, guys.
That threat has been there since Maggie Joe just kept the pressure on about how great he is.
You don't need to worry about it anymore. I've never had to do this before in my life.
We're not done, Jamie. We're not going to throw us away. No, we're not. We're not going to throw us away like that. But you need to know my feelings just as much as I need to know yours. You're wrong by wanting to X out the way I feel.
But you will. You did this, Lorne.
You're wrong by wanting to not acknowledge. Listen to yourself. You're wrong by wanting to ignore the way I feel.
Thank you, Doom, by the way. Thank you, sorry. I've been
Good
DM'd
Lord,
about
nothing.
this. Good Lord, nothing. Thanks, Jigsaw. I've been DM'd about this photo 1,000 times, and not 1,000, but you know, it's like, I just don't, honestly, I just don't care. Not in the sense, like, I care for that child's well-being, obviously, and I wish its face wasn't plastered all over the internet right now, but, you know, what can you do?
Fucking sad. So fucking sad.
What have you been doing all week? Talking to Rod?
Yes, I've been talking to Rod, and I've been talking to Katie. Yeah, Kingpin, I could see it. Thank you, Lornography Chroniclized. I appreciate it. It's just, I don't... It boils down to this, and this is for everyone speculating, other than the people that are involved. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows, and I'm just not gonna, like, put an opinion out there for people to run with, because I don't know.
The way I feel counts too, Jamie, not just the way you feel.
Your feelings aren't fact.
Well, you don't show me that.
Some problems, got it. Yeah, no comment. No comment.
Instead, you just pour on more pressure with it.
You're actually crying because you think someone is more special. Are you a toddler?
Jamie, I could care less about you two being friends. When you start putting him before me, that's when I start caring a lot more.
Okay, cool.
Since you met him, you started doing some fucked up things you've never done before.
You threatened to break up with me less than 30 minutes ago because you weren't getting your way.
Thanks, there's some wrong. I'll just start telling everyone to...
How hard is it to get my way when I want my fiancé to put me before some other guy?
Hello.
Is it possible Lorne traveled back in time to bring the baby version of himself to the future so he could reparent himself? Answer me, Heelborn.
Answer me. Eelrig's quantum tunnel. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's probably what it is. You know what? It's probably quantum leap. You know. Maybe someone else is inside of Lorne trying to figure it out, and they don't know what happened. And they really believe they did nothing wrong. Never meant to do it.
This is what toddlers do for their mommies for attention.
Jamie. Do you love me or not? No. No.
What?
We are not breaking up, Jamie. We have planned our future. No, we're not. We planned our future together. We planned our future together. It's not my fucking fault that you're wanting to spend all this time with another guy. No.
Oh, yo, come on. Oh, come on. But yes.
All my time. Then
I think this is out there. I'll go back 10 seconds, sorry. I think this is out there, but it may not be. There was a time, and you guys can tell me yes or no in the chat. There was a time Lorne told Jamie that they were going to fall asleep with his dick inside of her. And then they would dream about having sex, and then they would start fucking each other in their dreams, but also in real life. At the same time. Now, that's something normal people say and do, right?
With another guy. No.
all my time. There go the assumptions.
Majority of time.
What's up, Remy?
When?
You had already spent 2 hours that day with him on the phone.
Oh, that one time.
That one time. There's something wrong with that when you tell me.
It does go back to the chat log, sorry, please. It does, because that's the first thing that popped into my mind when I heard it. I was like, he really believes this is a thing people do. Like, he thinks you can just fall asleep inside of somebody. I just don't. I don't. A bond Joran. I'm not too sure how to do it on mobile. I think there's a little button or something.
That's all my time.
There's something wrong with it when you put your fiance.
I agree, Ace.
A lot of time.
That's all my time.
I'm rephrasing it, Jamie. A lot of time.
I agree, Jennifer. Definitely an
There's something wrong.
2 hours is a lot of time.
There's something wrong with that whole fucking thing when you want to put your fiance on hold to talk to this guy for a half hour.
I think
2 hours.
Okay. Mormons call it soaking. I think soaking's something completely different. You don't fall asleep while you're soaking. And I think that you just have someone like, sometimes you have someone jump on the bed for you, right? Something like that. But that's a completely, that I mean, it's in the same realm, I guess, but we're talking about you're literally falling asleep and having dreams of sex together. Somehow you're going to be both dreaming the same dream, connected, like some sort of matrix or something. And then you're going to have actual sex while you're having the pretend sex in your mind. Okay? This is like, you know, Inception levels of sex. Okay?
There's a lot of time to talk to another guy on the phone.
How deep does it go? Oh, good gravy.
You barely even know him.
You don't even know what we talked about.
No, you certainly never would tell me. I guarantee you never put me on three-way with him. I already told you that before. You didn't say anything to that, but
No,
you don't.
how you act.
You don't say anything because you want me to do assumptions.
Note, look how you act.
Look how I act at what? You wanted to spend more time with some other guy than you do with your own fiance?
Creepception.
There are
How do you
those
want me
assumptions
to?
again.
That's
How do you want me to act to that, Jamie? Do you want me to
There are
act
those
happy?
assumptions again.
Paris
Do you want me to act happy to that, really?
and fashion.
Tell me how I can act happy to that.
All the time.
Eh?
A lot of time.
Clark.
A lot of
Then when
time.
I get upset about it, you said that you spend a lot of time with me and you don't get to spend any time with him. How do you think your fiance is going to feel about that? It didn't
Okay,
make me
Lorne, I'll
feel
show
very
you
good.
A lot of time. Give me a minute. Going to give Carter a lot of my time.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Oh no, Jimmy. You can't do that. Look, baby, come on. We may have heard this part. I don't know. I can't remember how far back it goes. I can't remember how far into the last part we played. Hello, Monique. We are not broken up. Come on, Lauren, cut a promo for your dogs. Everyone wants to hear it. shit for time with me.
Jamie, what are you doing?
I don't know how love works. I'm completely oblivious. My fucking fiance. I feel like that's a word I just can't say because of him, you know? I'm like, ugh.
Jamie.
Jeremy, hey man, I don't know. I can't remember at this point. I think it's out though. Full release without me yapping over it. Oh, bought some Lay's all dressed. Oh man, I'm so jealous.
Jamie.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're definitely not the same. Hair's on sweet. Hair's so sweet.
What?
Why would you do that?
Do what?
Why would you hang up on me and call him?
I didn't hang up or call anyone.
Well, what'd you do? Throw the phone on the bed again? Of course, I'm going to assume that you called
Yes,
him
I
because of
went
what
to
you said
get
to me.
moonshine and talk to Will.
Well, of course, I'm going to assume that you're going to call him because of what you said to me. I love you more
Good
than
for
anything.
you, queen
Jamie.
of assumptions.
I love you more than anything, and it hurts me.
Good
when
for you, queen of assumptions.
Listen to me without being a smartass, please.
No,
I
fuck
love you more
off.
than any. No, Jamie. Jesus Christ.
love
Do you
you
want to
more
marry
than
me or
anything.
not? I don't want people like this getting in the way.
Don't know after all this horse shit.
Damn.
How could you not know that I am threatened by
You
him?
are the one getting in the way.
Jamie, with what you did, that hurt. It hurt me bad. Because the whole time, with Maggie Joe making it out such a big deal out of him.
I'm interfering with treatment? Was that said by someone? My God.
He was already a threat. And then for you to say that to me, it really hurt. I don't ever want to
Right,
lose
you haven't done anything to hurt me. You assuming shit is far worse than what you did though.
Yes, I have done things to hurt you, and I've tried to change that stuff. I want so bad to be able to give you every bit of my trust.
But I should stay,
Now-
and my feelings
but now-
didn't matter. Why are you different?
Your feelings do matter, but just when
They didn't.
Maggie Joe does what she does.
They didn't.
Your feelings matter to me.
They don't.
Where's Null?
When Maggie Joe does what she does about Carter, and then Will comes up and
She
says
didn't do anything.
he's stacked and he's ripped
She
and
didn't
he's
do
all this.
anything.
No, just constantly talking about him. It felt like she was pushing him on you.
So what?
So and then Will comes up and says, "Oh, he's
That's an
ripped and all this shit."
That's an assumption.
And with you, with knowing what Maggie
What
Joe
did Will
said, that you
say?
already thought he was hot. Will saying with how ripped he was and stacked and all this other shit. Knowing that you
what?
already thought he was, and knowing you already thought he was hot.
It's just a test, Shannon. It's just a test.
He's just stating facts.
Yeah, but none of that helped when you told me that you spend more time with me than you do with him, so you wanted to spend time with him. What am I supposed to think on that? How can I possibly...
See, look, it's at 97%.
That night that you put me on hold for almost a half hour to talk to him. After you had already spent 2 hours on the phone with him.
Look at that. 4% said no. How dare they?
I love you, and I don't give a fuck about anybody else. But I don't want to lose you because I can't be face-to-face with you.
That night you were bitching over 2 hours. I
Fucking sad.
So
Fucking sad.
Here's Lorne's entire tax return
kick. He doesn't even pay taxes on his land. Does Jamie have a shot after all? I mean, hey, here's another poll for you guys. Hold on. These are the two that he was told. I'm 5'8". There you go. Thank you, Doom. Appreciate it, man.
I love you, and I don't give a fuck about anybody else.
Hut. It's getting hut.
But I don't want to lose you because I can't be face-to-face with you.
Jamie is stacked.
That night you were bitching over 2 hours. I said I spend more time with you. Stop twisting things to fit your narrative.
You spend more time with me than you do with him, so you wanted to talk to him. How do you think I felt from that?
Did I say I wanted to talk to him?
Damn.
Well, it was obvious that you did because you kept me on hold for a half hour. Almost a half hour.
Write more assum.
More assum.
Write more assumptions.
Yeah, but why would you keep your fiance on hold for almost a half hour to talk to another guy? Why couldn't you just tell him that you talk to him tomorrow?
Well, Zach, that's true that she does have, she's got great titch, per Will and MJ, but also by Mark. Because Mark used to say, best tits in the business. So, that's 3 people. That's pretty much a lock.
But stating them as fact and saying I said that. Putting words in my mouth. Real nice, Lorne.
That's the way it felt to me.
No, you said that's what I said.
You said that you spend more time with me than you do with him. How else can I take that?
You added I wanted to spend time with him. You said I said those words.
Well, I didn't mean to say you said those words. That was the way that I took
Sure
it.
you didn't.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
Story's changing yet again.
Oh, come on, Jamie. It's still the same thing. That's the way I felt. That's the way it
Facts
made me
don't
feel.
match your feelings and narrative.
I'm so slash I didn't see right there.
Well, the fact is, that's what you said.
I just scroll up.
Is that you spend more time with me than you do with him. There's only one way that I could take that.
Mark's the tit man, he knows.
No, it isn't.
Chaturbate, he didn't believe that Jamie was 6 foot because he was told by Emma and Winnie that she was 5'6". At some point in time, I don't recall when that information happened, but anything, I mean, I don't want to quote Lorne here, but anything that Emma or Winnie said to him, he put on a god level, So, and you had to like deprogram him out of those things. Like Jamie herself's like, yeah, I'm 6 foot. Yeah, you're 6 foot. Or like Xavier showing up at his house and shit. Anyways.
After you've already spent 2 hours on the phone with him that day. I love the time that you and I have together on the phone with doing our thing.
You were bitching about the 2 hours I gave him and I said I spend more time with you. What's the issue? That's the only way you could take that? Really?
You spent 2 hours on the phone with him. Then he called you while we were on the phone. And you spent almost another half hour with him on the phone while I was on hold.
Crying like a toddler.
I know you just heard what I said.
That's just the fucking...
That's why it made me feel the way it
Ignore
made
my
me feel.
point, go back to your narrative.
Keeping tabs on every minute of her life. Good.
I'm not ignoring your point. You say I'm acting like a kid.
What was my point?
Your point was that I was acting like a
No.
kid. Your point was that you spend more time with me than you do with him.
And I told you that as you were doing what?
As I was bitching. But when you'd already spent 2 hours on the phone with him that day...
Correct, so how did you take that as I wanted to spend more time with him?
Because you had already spent 2 hours on the phone with him that day.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
And you and I hadn't had any time on the phone.
This
Or
is
even-
pathetic.
Is that the pedo man?
It is. I shouldn't have to worry about some guy.
No, you shouldn't act like this.
Thank you, Jamie. Shout out to Rami's son.
Here's what you are saying.
I wouldn't say receding, just... Oh, I should change this too. Sorry. There we go. Lorne, comment. I know she said just hold on, but...
Every day that happened before this one doesn't matter and doesn't count. Only the time right now, and if you don't get it, I don't care. If I give someone else a couple hours one day, I'm putting them before you and giving them all my time.
Not to cut you off,
Fucking
Jamie.
sad. So fucking sad.
Lorne the crybaby, to think he could have had a successful career at a Kleenex factory.
Thank you, Carpenter. Oh, good gravy. Appreciate that. I just saw something. Yeah, I mean, a Scanner Daffley, great name. It's, you're right, no one would engage in this stupid shit unless, you know, you're a normal person, if this wasn't a gimmick, brother, people would just hang up on him.
Those are your exact words.
But Jamie, it was like 2 days before that you had spent 7.5 hours with him. It was like 2 days before that you had spent 7.5 hours with him. And that was in person.
So what?
So it was important to give him 2 hours that day on the phone, and then almost a half hour of your time with your fiance. Fucking sad.
No time for Warren.
So fucking sad.
How much time did you spend looking for a job today? It's important. I wish the robot would say it more. It's so good.
Thanks, Kevin. The job thing was pushed on Lorne a lot. It's funny because, like, Lorne was given some decent, I'd say decent air quotes, some life advice. I mean, quit smoking, so you're not coughing along, but get a fucking job and be employed and save money. Like, I don't think these are bad things to tell him, you know? But it's also requirements for Jamie getting up. So it's like, let's see if he's motivated to even give a frat, like, again, having a job and some money put aside, I guess. Well, having a job is something, you know, most adults should have. But he refused. He wanted to run the unemployment tugboat, if you will, instead, and complain about how Jamie's making excuses to not get there. Anyways, long story short, I mean, he couldn't do either of those things. Thank you so much, Kevin.
So what?
So do you see my point?
No.
I don't get to spend time in person with you.
Jeremy,
You are crying over one
can't.
day. Not even a day.
yeah. Breaking down Jamie's day-to-day in an Excel spreadsheet. I don't know what I'm doing, but I like the course. Sounds like you're interfering with his treatment and wallowing in his own filth of leeching off society. Yeah, oh, I know. I'm interfering. I'm definitely... Jamie was definitely interfering in the treatment, guys. I mean, trying to get him to be a working, you know, part of the society, doing his part. Get out there and get a job. No, another thing Jamie used to do constantly was ask Lorne why he's in class and the reasons behind it. And all he said was face-to-face relationship. And Jamie would constantly tell him, go ask your people, your handlers, why you're in class. And she meant that in the sense that they would tell him, right, and clarify to him what we've all found out at this point in class was to go out and interact with society, not to have a relationship with a woman. And that's what they've been telling him from the start. And I just, you know, Jamie's trying to lead him to that. But instead, he goes to them and is like, I'm getting a lawyer because I shouldn't be in class. And, yeah, we all know how that went for him. He's still actively, as of, when did he get denied? Let me bring up a calendar. He got denied, what, on the 24th? So, like, a little over a week ago, he got denied again for an attorney about his fucking supervised release. He wanted James Nixon again after just having him last year and getting nothing out of it. I mean, it's ridiculous. He just can't put in the work. He does not want to help. So, look, there's, you know, by all accounts, photos or whatever otherwise, there is no interference being run from Lorne doing what he needs to do for treatment and getting out. And he is still trying to get a lawyer and get out. So, I mean, I don't know what else can be said about it. It's Lorne's the deterrent, no one else.
2.5 overs. 2.5 hours.
Okay, and 2 days before that, how many hours did you get with him in person?
Shut the fuck up.
No, because I'm making a point and you don't like it. I'd give
It's not
anything.
appointed stupid.
I'd give anything to spend.
Yeah, sorry, no, I'll back it up. Exactly. Your point, exactly. It's like there's other people that went in the class, figured out, and got out, right? No, thank you, 87 Pros. No comment. It's just like he got so mad that a dude came in, admitted what he was doing, and you know, got out of class, and he can't do it because he refuses to admit what he did. As much as he says, like, I know what I did. I mean, the main thing is admitting it, I believe. I could be wrong. I've never been in this class. But, you know, admitting what you did, showing you've grown from it, and that you have you know, you can interact with society with a plan in place in case you have some sort of fucking meltdown. But Lorne's decision is to not do that in class. Also, he will not go anywhere where there's children. I guess that's not true anymore, but he will refuse to go work at places or go to events the children are there because he doesn't want to have to explain to class that he's around a kid. It's so bizarre. He's just, you know, every time Lorne hires a lawyer to get out of the class, it worked. Remember all those times he got out of class? You're right, yo, my bad. All those times that he's gone against the thing, and you're right. The main thing is face-to-face relationship, yo. You're right. What am I talking about? I should just shut up and play the call. Let's just do that. I'm sure a lot of people will be more happy that way. I blame his high school for passing him through. Yeah, Chaturbate. I mean, according to him, he never really went to class. I don't like class. And he ditched a bit for working because he didn't want hand-me-down clothes or something. I don't know. You know, listen, guys. The reason I get so upset about things is because when I was in middle school, I played on a basketball team, and I can't fucking
I'd give
do it.
anything.
Appointed stupid.
I'd give anything to spend as much time as possible in person with you. I love being able to have you on the phone, but I would so much more love to have you in person.
You have a jokester. You want to debate about Lorne catfishing ethics? I mean, what is your main standpoint? Let's hear that. Let's hear about that. Yeah, sorry, Zach. My apologies.
Well, Lorne, you were face to face with your mother for 5 hours the other day. Why the fuck are you answering her call when I'm on the phone?
Oh, a little different when it's my mother.
No, it isn't.
And not only that, you was on the phone with
No,
me.
it isn't.
I meant with you.
Well, yeah, it was my mother.
No, it isn't.
You just said it was my mother. And you was on the phone with me,
Fuck your
too.
mother.
God damn it, Jamie. What the fuck is wrong with you to say something so stupid like that?
Fuck, Jamie. What the fuck?
Is that really how you're going to respect my mom?
Don't disrespect his mother. Kevin, yeah, I know. It's like he just can't... He'll give a little bit of ownership, and then it's like, oh, well, but NBC did this. They were there for the wrong reasons. It should have just been the police and not a show. The show should have only been shown in the county I got arrested in. My point is that a string of catfish provides a reinforcement of Lorne's behavior where their persistence in spreading the amount of time they do with him. Okay. They provide a reinforcement of Lorne's behavior. Doesn't everyone like kind of push back on his behavior though? I mean, I know Jamie did, and I know Casey did. Casey 3 or 4, whatever the fuck we're at. I know Debbie pushed back on him. I'm almost certain when you push back on him. And Ramona pushed back on him. So how are they reinforcing it? He then gets a lot of his delusions reinforced and then takes those beliefs with him in his relationship with other people. I mean, I don't know. Jamie pushed back on those delusions constantly. Oh, you're right. You know what, Wingless, you're right. Ramona encouraged him to drink. It's all over.
You get mad because
They do, but then they immediately call back when he hangs up, etc. And most of the things he hates is being alone. Okay, so Lorne will hang up and call them back. Then what? Because they pick up, that's also bad. You'd rather the content just be like, hey Lorne, bye, and then hang up. I mean, you're here listening, right? So you clearly enjoy the calls. I don't get it. I don't really understand. The catfish are supposed to be smarter than Lorne, but so I'm dumb. It's nothing new, I guess. But the first rule of dealing with people who have delusions is not allowing them to persist. Can you name the delusions, please? He's a good singer? Okay, Jamie did that. I apologize. I apologize. A polite fuck off would... Okay, you know, sorry. Joke at her. I wanted to try and hear your points out, but my publicist is saying just, you know, fuck off upstairs, please. Nicely.
I make a point, and then so you say fuck my mother? Come on. You're a fuck of a lot better than that.
I'm not talking about the content. I'm talking about the overall context of Lorne in society and the treatment in the treatment process. Number one, I'm attractive. Jamie says he's ugly. I'm sorry. You're not saying you're attractive, right? You're saying that Lorne thinks he's attractive. I don't. I don't understand. Well, how is that a point? So a couple of catfish said he was hot, right? I mean, I know that Casey and Jamie both insulted his looks constantly, but I don't understand what him thinking. He thinks he's attractive. He thinks he looks like Justin Timberlake. I'm very fascinated in this. I don't know. I just don't understand what the how is him thinking he's attractive ruin his treatment? I don't understand. I know, I'm sorry. It's like it's just pulling me in. Deeply ethically problematic.
What's wrong
And that Lorne won't grow a moral compass?
with you to bitch over 2.5 hours? Oh, that isn't working. Let's bitch about days before that. You aren't making any point. You are crying and throwing a tantrum like a spoiled child.
Ooh. Wingless says, if all these women keep coming back, that's proof enough that he has something magnetic and he doesn't have to listen to treatment at all. I mean, maybe Wingless, but his treatment isn't about dating women. His treatment is about not touching kids and acting in society like a normal human being. Oh, I won't grow a moral compass? Okay, alright, cool. Alright. That's interesting. Joke at her, comment on that one? I'd love to hear your standpoint on me not growing one. I mean, I have one. I don't need to grow one, but...
What's wrong with it, Jamie, is you 2 days before that, I don't need to repeat myself. You already heard me.
It's not a point.
See, Ghost, I've never watched much Cyrax, so I don't understand. I know people watch him, and I there must be something there that people like watching. I just don't, I just haven't really dipped in my toes. You'd love to jump on a call. I mean, okay, sure. Whenever you want. I don't know where you're supposed to contact me at, but let's do it. Let's do it right now.
It's a point. Why is it so important to give this guy so much of your time? I don't care if you're friends with him.
There will be no...
I don't care if you're friends with him. I don't care if you're... Come on, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Fuck off.
I don't care.
Ham Stroker, God, can you Ham, I appreciate you. I do. Can you pick a different name so I don't have to say that out loud, please?
Why would you? Will you not hang up, please? I don't care if you spend 2 hours a day with them on the phone, being friends.
You do.
I care about when it's mine and your time.
You do. You do.
I trust you when you say that you're just friends with them. I trust you on that. It's but when it's mine and your time. When it's mine and your time, that's what I care about. I don't get to spend time with you during the day like that anymore.
I figured. I just wanted to humor it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple of guys from over there that come on here and they like agree with all this horseshit about me and then come in here and act like it's all cool. And I mean, whatever. I mean, do you? I don't really give a shit, but don't act like you're morally superior when you're in here.
When I'm working for that lady in
You know what I
Madison, I can't even, barely even, I get sneaking a text when she's not looking.
Doesn't
'Cause she-
matter.
she-
We are over.
Because she
Everyone's
bitches about,
waxer.
no, we're not, Jamie. Don't do that. We're not over, honey.
You just want to hear yourself talk. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to just want to hear myself talk. I want. Fucking sad. So fucking sad.
The kids are enabling Lorne, looking all sexy with their faces and long hair.
Bill me. Thank you so much. But great point. You know, so much enabling by these decoy photos.
I want us to know how we make each other feel.
You guys remember when Lorne failed a lie detector about a 9-year-old singing the national anthem? Oof, enabling.
And how to do things so we don't insult each other.
I know,
Should we
guys.
go through your
It's fine.
texts?
I mean, I know it's going to shock some of you, but I've had to deal with horse crap like this for years at this point, and I tend to ignore it for the most part. And you know, it just keeps going. Just whatever. And they don't like when you push back. Then I'm the bad guy.
What, to tell them about how I felt? How I was angry at the time? I know. It's how I felt at the time.
I'm finding it odd that you haven't been sexual with me for a few days. I want to know what's going on, Jamie.
The ones that critique most are the ones with the least ability to create good content themselves.
Thank you, Ramona's diapers, garters, whatever. Thank you, Ramona's diaper, for that. Thank you. Lorne's not going to mention he was put on hold again, is he?
Well, that I did find out because you're always sexual with me. I'm not saying that you were doing
Forget
anything
about
with
the
him.
doctor's order.
Well, honey, you was getting sexual with me.
Of course, because you don't trust me.
Opinions are like assholes.
You was getting sexual with me.
I know the saying, sorry, please. It's opinions are like assholes. I'm gonna go take a photo of mine on the roof of my trailer.
Well, honey, you was getting sexual with me.
Of course, because you don't trust me.
You was getting sexual with me. Like, even after the doctor's order, right up till that time the Will walked in and lifted up, when you're drinking that night, and Will lifted up your blanket to see that you had food, what he thought might have been food.
Lawrence Brumfo, you got a point there. If the decoy, because Kayla unfortunately isn't a real person like Jamie is, if the decoy had just not said that he looked cute, none of this would have happened. We'd have been in the clear.
Fucking sad.
So
sad. Fucking sad.
To your point to not act all morally superior while in here, I've got only one thing to say, noted. Much love.
Thanks, Sam. Noted. Appreciate it.
You were sexual with me right up till then.
Shishel?
Right, so 2 days I wasn't and something is going on, right? But you trust me.
Hi, professional
Honey.
expert here. Question for you, Reborn. Would it be a more fair statement to say that things in your past caused you to be a little more paranoid? It's not the people in your past that make you do it, it's you because of your experience.
Would that be a more fair thing to say? It would be very fair. Thank you so much. The Hannah proverb.
Pathetic.
You've been sexual with me literally every day. So after 7 months, and then all of a sudden you're not.
And you turn me down every day. I'm done trying. Well.
Yeah, but I was coming back. I was coming back around.
Right.
I was
But
coming
it's
back
not
around,
right.
so I didn't want to. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Lorne, did you get busted, bud?
I was coming back around though, and I was like, no, she continues to doing this because she wants me, and I need to give it back.
At
to her.
least I have never hurt you with another woman. Forget about Debbie.
Interesting theory. I'm just gonna last time. Interesting theory, Joe Cutter. However, Lorne is currently not in his own preferred reality and in reality now, and he is asking for lawyers to help him get off probation still. What do you got?
Yeah, I did.
Of course
I'm
you
sorry.
did.
I'm sorry.
Of course.
I know that's not the first time I've forgotten about her either. It's obvious I try to blank her out. That's my fault, and I'm sorry.
I am being held to a standard you can't even hold yourself to.
Damn, Janie. Savage.
Since that time we went through with about the Debbie thing, there's never been anything else with anyone. And I made it clear to you about that. I never wanted you to have to wonder.
Okay, so you agree that him changing is almost impossibly remote, but he's being hindered in his treatment.
Does that make your comment any less false?
No, it doesn't.
10 years, never passed class, holding babies. Yeah, that's gonna. You know what? From now on, all questions go through my publicist.
So then what's the point in saying all that?
At the time, I wasn't thinking.
There isn't.
Oh, the point in saying that was because I want you to know I've gone. I make sure that it's important to me to make sure that you know that I'm not doing anything with anybody.
Did you ever get that
That
from
you are
Richie?
my only one.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Lorne. Chronicalized.
I don't want to have you wondering
And my waxer.
about that ever. It's not a good feeling to wonder.
Uh-oh. You gonna cry? Fucking pussy.
I'm sorry for saying
Right, and I have to
Oh,
constantly
okay.
reassure your insecurities so you feel that way. If you hear a sound you need an answer. I have a phone call you need to know what was said. No privacy because you are insecure. Are you crying?
Yeah.
No.
Bullshit.
When 87 quit drinking, would he still need to bring beer or some tribute to when he went to Tony's? So, no, from what I can recall. Tony asked him to drink a couple times, and Lorne said no. No. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe Lorne said he might want to drink, and well, this is according to Lorne, of course. He said something like, Tony said, be good. Because his after he died, obviously, but he had said that he really regrets not having that last beer with him, like it was like a day or two before he died or something like that. And then there are multiple times. That's just in the Tony realm, but I'll stick with the fact that since he got out the second time, I don't think he's touched alcohol at all. Unless they've lifted that since the robot stopped talking to him. But I think that I've said this before, but I think they put the fear of God in him. and he knew that if he fucked up again, he'd be going back for longer, so he just didn't drink. But then he acts like so brave and like, Roy, I quit drinking. It's like, well, you were also in prison for 6 months, so yeah, of course you quit. I mean, give me a break. But yeah, no tributes. I think him just showing up and being laughed at. I mean, Tony got his ladder, sold it. Ladder, because he got money off Lorne for a ladder. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Oh, well.
Prove it.
How do you want me to prove it?
British Sharks, I have no idea what you're talking about. Thank you, A7 Problems.
I don't buy your fake tears. Might have worked on your mommy, it won't work on me.
Jamie, my tears aren't fake when I cry to you. You know it.
They are manipulative, nothing else.
And think what you want.
Is this piss?
I
Is that
will.
piss?
I call it doing a Lorne Armstrong.
I'm not going to put as much into you and into us as what I have fake tears.
They seem pretty fake. They dry up real fast.
More empty words.
There's nothing empty about that.
What's up, MCL?
Yeah, there is.
How do you figure something's empty of that?
Be my robot or I will give you hell.
That's fair.
I don't want you to be my robot.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Is this piss? Absolutely.
Can't wear this. Can't work there. Can't be friends with them. Can't do that. Don't want me to be a robot. Oh, okay.
No, I don't want you to be a robot.
Yes, you do.
I don't want you to be a robot.
Because of the way things started with us, it was fucked up.
Good lord.
Fucking sad. So fucking sad.
I enjoy the content and am not trying to make trouble. Sorry to hear about the recent drama.
Hey, thanks so much, Joker. I appreciate that. I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's drama. I'm just interested in your view of things. You know, I just appreciate that. But I just, you know, there's things said about me constantly by people, and I do ignore most of it. But I do wish I could understand where some people come from with this stuff. I mean, some people just want me to be a villain, so you know what I mean. Whatever. But thank you for the donation. I will stand by the fact that I think Lorne is a narcissist, and he wouldn't. I don't think anything would affect his treatment outside of his own brain.
You want me to cook and clean and have sex and that's it. Do everything you say and give you all my attention or there's an issue.
No, I don't either.
Yes,
no,
you do.
I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, sorry, please. The whole like not smoking thing is probably the most annoying because Jamie, you know, kayfabe wise, Jamie has her lungs are damaged. She just, you know, she has a hard time breathing, and he can't even be bothered to like stop smoking. And he's also dumb enough to think that you can just take some like bleach to the walls and then magically, you know, it's gone. You don't have to worry about your lungs anymore, right? Because he bleached the wall. He also thinks that the smoke magically goes away. He also said that the chickens aren't affected by secondhand smoke because they don't have noses. Remember that happened. That was a thing. So, I mean, talking about a guy who just is missing some IQ points. You're the man, brother. Hey, thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. We go way back, Rob. Thank you, Rika's mom. Having done this for so long, do you think all narcissists are beyond treatment? I think I might. I don't know. I'm just speaking for Lorne. Like, Lorne definitely has some type of personality disorder. I would think it'd fall into the realm of narcissism in some way. He shows a lot of traits. Again, I am not qualified to make any statement on these kinds of things. You know what I mean? But I don't think there's any recovery for Lorne. He is so goddamn stubborn, and he will not admit fault at anything. You have to pull it out of him, as we've heard with these robot calls, you know. And I just don't think there's any self-reflection. He hates what he did to get caught in the sting, but not because of why. It's because he went to jail. He got caught and got in trouble, and he doesn't believe he deserves to be in trouble ever. So it's hard to say. I mean, I know that there's like treatment for, I've heard there's treatment for narcissists, but I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, much like for that, I'd say speak to my publicist, you know. Yeah, I don't know. For Lorne in general, just Lorne, I do not see any world. I don't even see another timeline where he's a normal fucking person and can at least get a handle on whatever's going on up there.
Your actions prove that. It's called observation.
I just want to know that someone else isn't going to see you at any time of the day, and you think it's all right.
Shut the fuck up.
No, because it's not all right that somebody just sees you naked when you have a fiance. When you're doing your job, I can understand that.
Yeah, he does think he deserves something better.
Because it's
but
on
any other
purpose,
time,
Bridget.
But any other time, there's no reason for it.
Because it's on purpose, right?
Matt, that's an interesting take. I'll go back, sorry. Matt, that's an interesting take that you think he is treatable, but it would require prison. Oh, treatment with... I don't think he could be treated without prison, but he was in prison twice, and the only thing he did do was stop smoking. He still never admitted to his crime. He was still pushing back against what he was... I mean, specifically the first time, he was filing non-stop motions because he said he was entrapped, $100,000 per episode, you know, all that shit. And then the one thing he did do outside of prison, or in prison, which was, I guess, kind of get into some sort of shape the first time and quit smoking both times. The second he got out, he started sparking ciggies to rebel, his words, not mine, to rebel against the people that put him in prison, even though they are nowhere around him at this point.
Because it's
but
on
any other
purpose,
time,
Bridget.
But any other time, there's no reason for it.
Because it's on purpose, right?
No. But look how many times it happens when it's not on purpose.
So
you think nothing of it.
How can
You've
I
got a
control
fiance.
that?
You can control that.
How?
You just said the word privacy to me.
How?
Let him know. It's not all right to just lift up your blanket. It's not all right to just walk in. I mean, I can understand when there's fear of something being wrong with you, and
Because you don't
I'm walking
like
in
it.
there. No, I don't.
He is. There
I'm not
are
gonna lie to you about it. Why would I like it?
Exactly.
a lot of mini syllables, a lot of
When
squeaking.
you're working, that's one thing. When you're not working, there's no reason for it unless it's an emergency. Because it's
My
accidentally
friends have
happened so
never
many.
had to knock on my door. Guess why they have to now?
Well, because me, I know, I understand that.
I feel like he doesn't understand that.
They should anyway.
Exactly, Amy. Those tears are gone.
It's just common courtesy.
John Curtis.
Right, but you aren't controlling me, right?
You mean you're not doing it out of respect for me? For me and mine and your relationship?
I'd like to thank my publicist for that. For that.
Because it happens accidentally so often.
I didn't do it before. I'm with you, but apparently that doesn't mean anything because I'm flashing my tits at anyone who will look.
No, I know you're not doing that.
I agree, sorry, please. He is definitely
That's how you make it come off, Lorne.
lifetime.
Well, I don't mean to make it come off like that.
Oh, well, all's forgiven.
Well, you do.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuck off.
Sorry, please, to your comment real quick about the lifetime probation. I think one of my favorite Lorne moments, maybe, it's hard to narrow one down, but a top 10, I'd say, for the robot, is there was a time where he had so many probation officers in the time the robot talked to him. It was one of them. He went up to them talking about how, like, he's going to get off probation, and when he's off probation, he's going to do this and this. And his probation officer turned to him and went, "Your lifetime." And then Lorne made some excuse about how, like, she didn't know, or she didn't realize I knew I could fight against it, and she was shocked, and that's why she said, it's like, no, motherfucker, they're reminding you your lifetime. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
No, don't do that. Don't say fuck off my apologies.
Your apologies
I mean my
don't mean shit to me.
So would you like it if I didn't apologize? That I didn't admit to being wrong about it?
They mean absolutely nothing.
Well, they do to me.
Hey, Joker, it's fine, man. Don't sweat it too much. Everyone's welcome here. Like I've always said, I don't care. You know, I was just curious as to what you were saying, and so. And we've worked it out, and everyone can go through my publicist. I don't know what to do.
I love you, Jamie, and I want us to have a
You don't
really
mean
good
that you
relationship.
just say it to get out of your bad behavior, then move into what you don't like.
No, I mean my apologies.
You were just about to do it again.
I got enemies. I got a lot of.
What?
You don't mean it, you just say it to get out of your bad behavior, then move into what you don't like.
That is true.
What was I just about to do?
I love you, Jamie, but
Yeah, you didn't let me finish, though. You say I love you, Jamie, but there's some things that I've had to get used to that I've never had to get used to before. I've never been with a porn star before. I've never been with someone that's had guys that are so close like you and Will are so close.
Hypothetically, if Jamie slipped in the shower and couldn't get up and Will had to help her, would Lorne resent him for helping her naked? Abso-fucking-lutely. Backloser. Absolutely.
Never been through that. It's all brand new, literally brand new to me. I've never had a woman that can talk to another guy on the phone without finding out that they've been flirting and all this shit. So you're the first one I've been able to trust to be able to do something like that. It takes some getting used to.
That's on you, not me. I shouldn't have to spend my life reassuring you because you are so insecure. If you have these issues, you should be with someone that makes you comfortable instead of forcing the person to be who you want.
What a great point, Jamie.
I'm not trying to force you to be who I want you to be, but I am asking
Yes,
that
you
you have
are.
respect for. No, I'm asking that.
Yes, you are.
I'm asking and expecting you to have respect for our relationship and for them to have respect for our relationship. It's taken me some getting used to be able to respect you and Will
Right,
being
Lord,
together
you
like
not
you are.
wanting me to do my job and blaming it on COVID. That was for us, right?
No, that was for COVID. That's because of COVID. You've been in the
No, it
hospital for a
wasn't.
month already.
She didn't
You
No,
were in
it
the hospital
wasn't.
for a month already. Yes, it
No,
was.
it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You liar.
You was in the hospital. No, you was in the hospital for a month already. I didn't want to see you there again. And I want you know I watch the news all the time.
Oh, TCAP.
I'm seeing everything that they say.
You admitted it was because
About-
you did.
Sorry, Ed, I'm gonna go back.
Fucking sad.
So fucking.
So fucking sad.
Musical note, musical note,
Oh, this is
musical
interesting.
note, you, musical note, musical note, musical note. Bjorn, have we ever heard the call where Jamie catches Lorne trying to cheat with Debbie? Much love, brother.
Musical note. Musical note. Thank you, Nowinski. Nizoki. Jeez. Nowinski. You playing the Man Race or something? Nizoki, thank you so much. I don't know if I played that call, to be honest with you. Lorne slips up and says that he texted her, and then she asks. I'll double check, but I don't think so. But we will at some point. Thank you again.
Hospital for a month already. Yes, it
No,
was.
it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Nim, nim.
You liar.
You was in the hospital. No, you was in the hospital for a month already. I didn't want to see you there again. And I want you know I watch the news all the time. I'm seeing everything that they say.
You admitted it was because
About
you
the
didn't
hot
want
spot.
me to work.
'Cause I didn't want you to work right now while the pandemic's going on and while it's so hot down in Nashville. Yeah. I admitted to you before that I didn't want you doing it. Yeah, but it's your job. But I certainly don't want you doing it right now.
OLOL.
Huh?
Oh look.
Oh. It's my new boyfriend, George Glass.
And I know I told you I didn't want you to sleep with or to have sex with 3 guys. Of course I don't want you to.
It's her
The
job,
truth
Be
came
lying
out,
if I
but
said I did
deflect
want
and
you to.
backpedal.
George.
No, I'm being
Yes.
honest about what I said. I'm being honest about what I said. Of course I don't want you to sleep to have sex with 3 guys.
You just
That's
said
a
it was
given.
because of COVID only.
The reason for me really not wanting you to do it was because of COVID. But I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that even then I told you. I'm not going to lie to you.
Stammering.
Well, stop interrupting.
COVID is
I'm not
dead.
going to lie to you and tell you that I want you to sleep with. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I want you to sleep with three, or to have sex with three guys. I'm not going to tell you that I want that. Then I would be lying.
You don't think that's hit?
Right,
I know
so
it's your
don't
job.
sit here and say you haven't tried to dictate my work.
I know it's your job. So when you're doing your job, I don't have a problem with that. But when it's COVID going on,
Yeah.
when it's COVID going on and you've already been in the hospital for a month, I don't want you doing it.
You literally just said you did.
What? I literally just said that I don't want you doing it because what guy would?
Right.
Why would I tell you that I want you to do it? I don't want you to do it, but it's your job. It's what you do for work. But while COVID is going on and you've already been in the hospital for a
You
month,
just
I
can't
don't
do
want you doing it.
You just condone it.
I mean, all Lauren has to say is I'm not comfortable with it. I mean, stop like then going, but also, hey, COVID's the real reason. George, glass. I'm so glad you're back. Yeah, everything went to hell. We're in fire and brimstone right now.
What, that I don't want you doing that for work? That I don't want you doing that for work? I don't want you to. But that's not up to me. It's up to you if that's what you want to do for work. But I don't want you doing it while the
But you don't
pandemic's
want to
going on.
change me.
But when you're in the hospital, so hit.
I don't want to change the person that you are.
That's all you ever do.
I have to change my entire personality.
No, you don't.
Oh, really?
I love your person. Yeah, I love your personality. I'm not going to tell you I love your job. But you love your job.
Joel.
So I'm not trying to change what you're doing for work, honey. I'm not trying to change that at all. Do I want you to do it? No, but it's not up to me. I just don't want you doing it while the pandemic's going on. I don't want you being in the hospital again. So fucking sad.
Do you think Lorne got his cheeks clapped in prison and that's why he loves taking pictures of his board? Men holding hands, men holding hands.
Thanks, Jeff. Men holding hands. That's my favorite thing the robot reads. Everyone should add that in every time. Thank you. I don't know. I mean, Lorne's adamant that doesn't happen in prison, but then also tells Nathanielette that he's going to have that happen to him in prison. So it's very weird. Maybe. I mean, that's a publicist answer, I think. Thank you so much, Jeff. Appreciate it. I went back about 20 seconds. Men holding hands.
But you love your job. So I'm not trying to change what you're doing for work, honey. I'm not trying to change that at all. Do I want you to do it? No, but it's not up to me. I just don't want you doing it while the pandemic's going on.
Pandemel.
I don't want you being in the hospital again.
I can't say what I want. I can't do the work I want. I can't interact with people the way I want, all because of you.
I'm not perfect. I mean, it takes some getting used
Your
to.
fragile ego.
That could be. It takes some getting used to, but I've gotten used to some of them.
You haven't.
His Kentucky prison jokes are all... Not all of them, but it's all about corruption and them being gay. And I'm pretty sure like 90% of them he didn't come up with.
Yeah, I have. You already know I have.
No, you haven't.
If I haven't, then why do I trust Will?
You don't!
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
They're very bad, Clay.
Does Will have feelings for you?
Well, that was a question. I was just wondering.
Well,
I was just wondering because you two have had feelings for each other before, so I was just wondering if that was what the case was.
Laugh it up because you are busted.
You're right, I busted on that one.
You think I'm stupid?
No, I don't think you're stupid.
Yes, you are.
No. But that was just a question. That was a question that I asked you because I had wondered if that was what the heart to heart was about. Because you said he was struggling. So I was like, well, that was first thought that came to mind. I wonder if he was starting to get feelings for you.
Lorne, you just said you trusted Will, then admitted with proof that was the case. You are now
But I did-
backpedaling again.
Well, I'm not meaning to say to be backpedaling. That was just something that was in my mind because of how much time he spends with you. You know, shit like that happens.
You actually went in a rant and hung up assuming Carter was on the phone. You're so mature.
More comment.
What else did you want me to assume with the way you said that?
Maybe don't assume. For once.
Fine, Barrett. That's great. He probably does. He's like, have you ever heard that call about the guy on first named who?
I'd sure like to know how a lifetime RSO can hide his actual address on the RSO site. Maine Federal Probation, would you like to answer this?
Thank you, Ramona Sniper. Are you sure that's the case? There's two versions of the site, right? I don't remember the gimmick. There's like a letter you have to change, but he's on there. I'm almost certain. You're probably just on the wrong one, the wrong page. Go check it out. I can't remember which one it is though. There's like one letter difference. Slothcat, what's up, bud? Lorne is Eric Bischoff's other nephew. I think he's his son. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you, Ramona Sniper. I'm almost certain. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I know I'm wrong.
You sure aren't acting like it. You're also annoying as fuck.
I know, but you love me. I really know I'm wrong, honey. 'Cause I really do trust you with all my heart.
You don't.
I'm just, yeah, I do. So some of the stuff, I'm not used to
You
it.
don't.
I'm not used to having somebody like you that is so trustable and can do these things just so openly and not worry about them.
If you knew you are wrong, why is this still going on?
I haven't done this in a while. I can't even find it.
Fear.
Why did it take an hour and a half?
I think it's just because I was so hurt before.
Heard about what?
I hate feeling like that.
Okay, people are saying it.
I don't want to lose you, Jamie.
Oh, baby boy.
You hurt yourself. I didn't do anything. For someone you don't want to lose, you sure know how to push them away.
It is He's cried a lot.
I don't want to push you away. I don't want to lose you. So fucking afraid of losing you because
Well,
shit goes
congratulations,
on.
you are.
I'm not losing you. I've never given everything like I've given into being with you.
Oh yeah, Rob. When he starts crying in that song he sang, it. I know people don't like to sing, but at the very least, if someone can timestamp it for others, I'll pin it on that video. You gotta hear him. Like, just he's so into the sing. He's like, hold on. It's great. It's just fantastic.
I'm not willing to go through this with a 50-year-old man. I have better things to do with my life.
If he were like smarter, he'd be a very good manipulator. You know what I mean? What call am I gonna work after Lormus in July? I've got Carter Part 1 already in the works. I'm trying to get Carter out first because I know people have said they really enjoyed at least the first 2 parts. I know this one's not as fun, but it's got the crying. You know, we're on the low end of the roller coaster. It'll go back up. Don't worry. But that one, and then I know there's stuff I've streamed over that time period that I haven't put out. I'll probably just go back. I'll probably try and do like old new, something like that. Thank you so
You
much,
like
Monique.
spending your life with me.
Spend your life with me.
I don't want to have to go through this ever again either. I just don't want to be made to be felt like I'm second to somebody that you don't even
It keeps
hardly know.
happening.
Slothcat, I'd say that it's either him or Cena or Punk, one of the 3. But I could see Roman definitely doing it because he wants his belt
I
back.
just said I'm not willing to do this right here, and what have you been doing?
I don't want to have to go through it either. But I love you and I'm not willing to give up.
You were at the start of this call now.
I know. They're just words. I'd never give up on you. I already told you that I'd never leave you.
Oh, there you go. He's never going to leave, even though he's broken up with her many times.
Just me being hurt.
You just said you wouldn't, but you were going to.
Good thought, MCL.
I know, it's just me being hurt. I wouldn't really leave
Which
you.
is it?
I wouldn't really leave you. I promise you I'd never leave you. I meant those words.
Either way, you are a liar.
Yep. Hey, Pitchmaster.
I'm never going to leave you.
Good to see you still around.
You put yourself through this. All of it.
The edge of goodbye.
I know, and I hate it.
So when you said you were leaving, you were trying to manipulate me. That's a yes.
Steven Flo. That's how I'm
Yeah,
going
in a
for
way
you.
it was, I guess. Another way it was just me trying to get up and across how hurt I was.
No, not in a way. That's exactly what it was 100%.
Yes, this is
Yeah, it
part
was
3.
manipulation. So it's not the way I was thinking about it, but
Go figure, but you don't play games.
I'm glad having a better day now, Buffalo Kid.
I'm sorry, that was my fault. Weren't thinking about it when I did it.
I weren't.
Again, say the apologies, they mean nothing to me.
My apologies still mean a lot to me.
Good.
And I'll get them so they mean a lot to you.
Can I go?
Good if you
I mean, I
want.
guess if you don't want to spend any more time with me tonight, I guess so.
Not even a buy. Hell yeah, Jamie. Alright, guys, that was the end of this October 2nd. That'll be it for today. Couple quick things of business. Someone asked me about the new game. Here's the deal. I was going to buy the new wrestling game for 87 Wrestling for the videos until they announced that men and women can finally fight. So now I have to get it because we need to finally have like Winnie versus Lorne, Jamie versus Lorne, Debbie versus Lorne. We need all those matches, so that's going to happen. Also, I'm on the fence about playing a Hannah Call soon. Anyways, that's all I got for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I have most of the stuff set up for Lorne Missing July Part 11. I need to get visuals done, and I have to get a couple things set up with it. It's hopefully it'll be out next week at some point, and then Lorne Missing July is done. SAWR is war, exactly. Give me the thrashing. Anyways, guys, I hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend. Remember, stay safe and all that. I don't know how to ever close these effing shows out. But we'll see, MC Ride. I mean, I was thinking about it, and, the person was not very kind to me, so, I mean, playing one call couldn't hurt anyone, really. But who else you been wrestling with? Zach, maybe in the new one, but it doesn't come out for like a month, so we'll see. Anyways, stay safe. Safe travels. We'll see you next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry for all the interruptions. Paper thin.